Students. We'll be starting with chapter number 14. Today's lecture is the second lecture in this chapter. In the last lecture, we studied about the physiology and anatomy of the human respiratory system. In today's lecture, we are discussing the transport of gases. The two respiratory gases which are involved are oxygen and carbon dioxide. As you already know, the role of oxygen in aerobic respiration is for oxidation of glucose, and the products which are produced are carbon dioxide and water. So there is a need of oxygen in the body, in each and every cell, to carry out aerobic respiration, and carbon dioxide is constantly produced as waste. It needs to be removed constantly, and the medium for that is blood. So transport of carbon dioxide and oxygen is carried out by blood. Now, how it is carried out? First, we'll discuss the transport of oxygen. 97% of oxygen is carried by the RBCs. The RBCs contain a pigment which is referred to as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin binds with oxygen readily and converts to oxyhemoglobin. 3% of oxygen is carried dissolved in plasma. So first we'll discuss how it is carried out as oxyhemoglobin. At high partial pressure of oxygen, the hemoglobin readily binds with oxygen and converts to oxyhemoglobin. This is controlled by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. The reaction is carried out by carbonic anhydrase. Now, when we look at the lungs, the pulmonary vein brings the blood to the alveoli where it branches into capillary network. The oxygen levels within the alveolar air, they are high. The oxygen levels in the RBCs, the blood, they are very low. So oxygen here readily binds with hemoglobin and it converts to oxyhemoglobin. Hemoglobin pigment is purplish blue when oxygen is removed from it. And when oxygen is added to hemoglobin, it changes into reddish color. So from the alveoli, the capillaries take the oxygenated blood to the arteries where this oxyhemoglobin carrying blood reaches the tissue level. Again, the arteries divide into a capillary bed in the tissue region. The tissues have used up all the oxygen, so the partial pressure of oxygen at tissue level is low. The incoming RBCs carrying oxyhemoglobin under low partial pressure of oxygen readily dissociate into oxygen and hemoglobin. The hemoglobin in the RBCs, it is carried into the veins, so therefore it is purplish blue. So the veins under our skin appear as blue because of this reason. The oxygen goes into the tissue to meet the demands of aerobic respiration. So the deoxygenated and the oxygenated blood, they deliver the oxygenated blood coming into the tissue, delivers oxygen. The hemoglobin becomes devoid of oxygen and then goes into the vein again to reach the lungs for picking up more oxygen molecules. So if you look at the reaction, one molecule of hemoglobin combines with four molecules of oxygen assisted by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. It converts into oxyhemoglobin. So This is how oxygen is carried out.